I've come to suck your blood. No, no, no! Welcome to Cinema Society Saturday, where we review a horror film that fits this week's theme. This theme is 1930s horror. I was assigned with Billy Jack, who I recommend giving a follow. He dives into horror content when it comes to the power of music and horror films. He gave me Dracula's Daughter, which is a vampire horror film that involves Dracula's daughter herself that found out that her father has been slain and thinks that if his body is destroyed, she will now live a peaceful, normal life. Before I get to this review, leave a follow more film content. I had no idea that this was considered to be a sequel to the original film from 1930s called Dracula, starring Bela Lugosi. But the thing is about this that I actually did not like the original film all that much just because I just didn't really find it all that engaging. So with this one, I could definitely say that it's slightly worse, but it's still not terrible. Gloria Holden, who plays the Countess herself, does a pretty good job, who is the best part of the movie. She has that cold, hard stare onto someone that when she wants to hypnotize them, it effectively do so. That makes sense why. Get to know about her character, as she does want to have a normal life even though she does struggle to do so, and also for the fact that she may have some form of fondness for women, even if they don't reciprocate back, that is. Second half of this movie is definitely better than the first half, where I actually was getting a little bit more interested in what's going on. That does take a turn. Considering the fact that the first half of this movie is just extremely hokey as hell. There are some actors in the first half that were just so cheesy and corny that really brings out the 1930s in them. And when it tries to be funny, it feels very forced and just over the top as hell. Unless if you're the Countess herself, the movie doesn't really have a lot of characters that are relatively memorable or all that interesting. But I can at least say that it is short. Dracula's Daughter is an average film that, as someone who's not into vampire films, it's not awful, but it's just definitely not something I want to revisit and don't really find it that memorable. I give this film a 4 out of 10. Check out Cinema Society Saturday, where a bunch of horror TikTokers make a review that fits this week's theme as well.